And we are recording. Hello, everyone. Sharon Ann here. I wanted to come on today sharing a personal story I'm sure many of you can relate to. Growing up in my family, gaslighting was a constant presence, warping reality in ways that made me question my own perceptions. From a young age, I learned that my feelings and thoughts were never valid if they clashed with what others believed. If I expressed anything personal or crucial to me, it was immediately dismissed or twisted to serve someone else's narrative. I was often told that everything I did was wrong, and when I tried to stand up for myself, I was labeled as a problem. It was as if my voice was only acceptable if it was in agreement with everyone else's viewpoint. This persistent undermining of reality made me doubt myself and my own judgments, which is a hallmark of gaslighting rooted deeply in narcissistic behavior. In this environment, saying no was seen as a grave offense. When I declined something, it was interpreted as an act of rebellion or evil. It was thought that I had a monster living inside of me. I had no character. Growing up, it was always, don't you say no to me. You have no character. Act normal, be normal, smile normal. Everyone has their own viewpoint of normal, and what one person views as normal is different than what someone else's view of normal is. My mother would often act by performing rituals to cleanse the house, believing that my refusal was a sign of some malevolent force within me, which is crazy when you think about it. Burning incense, lighting candles, and chanting phrases were her way of trying to purge the toxic environment she believed was caused by me. Yeah, right. The irony was that the true toxicity came from the constant invalidation and denial of my reality, not from any spiritual entity. These rituals, I think, were a reflection of her inability to accept responsibility for the functional atmosphere. Any attempt to communicate was fraught with difficulty. My words were frequently tested and used against me. For instance, if I voiced a concern about being overlooked, I would be told that I was simply seeking attention or making things up. There's a lot of times growing up where I second guessed myself, where I doubted things, where I questioned things as a whole. Even when I tried to express my feelings of hurt or confusion, the response was often dismissive, such as, it's all in your head. I was just joking. These phrases were used to undermine morality, keep me off balance, and second guessing myself. Gifts and praise were abundant, making me question if this display was genuine or just an act to maintain a certain image. The disparity between how my family treated me in private versus how they presented themselves in public led me to wonder about the authenticity of their affection. Was I truly loved, or was it all a facade meant to project an ideal image onto others? The constant conflicts between my internal experience and external perceptions, they created a profound sense of isolation. I wrestled with the feeling that any affection I received, it was subject to the winds of public perception rather than genuine emotional connection. Gaslighting as a tactic rooted in narcissism involves manipulating someone and questioning their own sanity or reality. It often involves distorting facts, denying clear truths, making the victim feel as though they are perpetually at fault. In my case, the narcissistic behavior in my family, it perpetuated a cycle where I was always the one in the wrong, no matter how clear my perspective might have been. This form of emotional abuse was deeply ingrained in their interactions and was a mechanism for avoiding personal accountability. The only moment I truly felt at peace were when I was away from my family, working out of a coffee shop, journaling and having quiet time with God. Those things actually became my sanctuary. These moments of solitude, they provided the clarity and relief I needed to connect with myself and think independently. Through my recovery journey, I'm learning to recognize and challenge their abusive patterns. I understand now that my parents were perpetuating behaviors they learned from their own upbringing. By actively working to break this cycle, I hope to create a healthier future for myself and escape the patterns of abuse that have so deeply affected me. Thank you for listening, everyone. Bye-bye. Have a great day.